Chairman. Ms. Stokes, being the accountant here, you caught my attention when you talked about, is it Lori? So she emptied, what, her 401K account or whatever, 600 and some $1,000?
Yeah, it was primarily from her 401K.
How in the world did she have a greater than $200,000 tax liability? I mean, was it gift tax or was it, 10% early withdrawal from, I don't understand how the tax penalty could be that high.
And I'm not an accountant, so I don't know. I just know that it was $225,000, and that was what forced her to file Chapter 13.
So I would ask you to go back to Lori. I'd like to get the details, because that makes no sense. I mean, if they consider, she shouldn't have had to pay anything.
Right.
Now, I can maybe see a penalty for early withdrawal, but that'd be cruel. I mean, she made a loan, and she lost her money. If anything, she'd get a tax refund on something like that. So it literally makes no sense to me. So I'd really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
In a number of your testimonies, you have laid out some of these scams, but we didn't really, other than Lori's romantic scam. I just ask each of you, what's the hook? Can you give anybody watching this, be aware when you see this? And I'll start with Mr. Pickersey. Can you, what are the 2 or 3 most common hooks? And I'll just go right down the line.
Yeah, I think the pig butchering, which is similar to the Lori attack, sort of confidence scheme and recurring outreach from an actor that you're unfamiliar with or that is showing some sort of romantic or unprompted solicitation.
So you'd say that the romantic one is kind of number one?
It's really big, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Ms. Stokes, what would you say? Other than a romantic one, I kind of understand that one. What are some other ones? Because I want people watching this being alert. When you see this, when somebody says, go ahead.
A big one is a tech support scam, where you're on your device and you get a pop-up and it says that there's a horrible problem with your device and you have to call the number that they give. And you react immediately because you're scared, and you call someone and it's the scammer, and it goes from there, and it ends up involving accounts and getting money out of accounts through wires. It's very, very complicated. But to try to echo a little bit of what Nathan said, there are so many scams. Let's say there are 80 scams, and each scam has red flags, like say 10 red flags. That's 800 things to remember, and it's exhausting for educators and for consumers who think that they're not going to be able to help themselves, right? So we take it up a level. It's sort of like the stop, drop, and roll for fire, but this time it's about recognizing 3 things that come with most scams. And that's a contact out of the blue that yields heightened emotion and contains urgency. And if we can train on that, we can also train how to take an active pause.
I would add a fourth, the one that if they ask you to call a number, or if they ask you to click on this site, would that also be?
I'm trying to bring it up to a higher level there because there's a million of those.
But you need to contact them, right? They need you to do something, like open up this link or.
Yeah, click on a link, respond to call a phone number. We educate millions of people, and I would say education is critical, but we're not educating our way out of this crisis. We need to be doing things to actually stop the scam from getting to the consumer to begin with.
Right. Ms. Govan.
Yeah, I'll say from our perspective, Chainalysis just published research that found that impersonation scams have increased 1,400% in the last year. And they're impersonating trusted individuals and entities, law enforcement, a known tech company, a cryptocurrency platform, or financial institution. So those are the hardest to weed out because they are leveraging someone's trust in an entity that already exists. And I would absolutely echo Ms. Stokes' comments that this sense of urgency especially. We're also finding increased payments from scammers in cryptocurrency to bulk SMS tools. So they're coming for Americans on every platform that we rely on, coming right to our phones, and they're buying data lists with names, emails, phone numbers of Americans to target in the hundreds of thousands.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Begdoyan.
Yes, thank you, Senator Johnson. I think my fellow witness has covered most of the space here, but I would say investment scams that promise exorbitant returns with little or no risk 1,000%. I get them by mail, text, almost on a weekly basis. Send us $1,000, you'll have $1 million by the end of the year. Well, that's great, but it's goes into the in the garbage bin. So you have to be alert. I mean, that's just too good to be true.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.